Hey, Cole here. We're gonna play something a little different today. I'm gonna be doing this to break up every once in a while between Warband. Warband's still gonna be going up with that last days, but because I'm recording it a lot easier without having to, redo stuff after it crashes, I'm having a little bit more time, so I decided to do a couple more things just to keep things a little more interesting. So we're gonna play some TerraFirmaCraft. It's a mod I've been playing, wanted to record, and they've had a really big update recently, and so I finally got it going, and I've got a little more used to what the new stuff is. So here we go. I'm gonna leave it survival. Got it going. Here we go. Now TerraFirmaCraft is like, to me, survival for Minecraft 2.0. It's a lot harder. It's a little more time consuming, and that not everything's so simple as it used to be. You play this and you play regular Minecraft and you're just spoiled. You feel like, oh my goodness. You just want to go out there and hug everything because it's so much nicer than TerraFirmaCraft. Well, that's why I like TerraFirmaCraft, for the challenge. Now, I have a few mods installed in here as well. I got TerraFirmaCraft, of course. I've got MapWriter, mainly so that I can have waypoints and stuff and kind of keep things straight for this Let's Play. Also, so it's kind of cool to see where maybe I've been explored, and I can mark things, and we can name certain things if we find something cool. Another thing is dynamic lighting. I just really love how things light up when you actually have them in your hand, like torches and stuff. Another thing is this water sack, which I'll get to later, but it's mainly a TFC mod. And Optifine. The world's a lot bigger than Minecraft is, so I kind of have that installed to help with the loading of new chunks. And by bigger I mean this. We are at 144 right now, so I think in normal Minecraft that's about up in the clouds. And that's because underneath this dirt is a layer of stone, and underneath that layer of stone is another layer of stone, and underneath that layer of stone is a third layer of stone. So yeah, and there's lots of stone. And speaking of stone, is this. These are rocks, obviously, but that represents what kind of stone is underneath, and that kind of helps us find out what kind of minerals and ores we can possibly find when we go mining. And they're also going to be our source of tools, because there's no wooden tools in Minecraft, or TerraFirmaCraft, sorry. You have to use these to make your first tools, and then you're going to have to do a lot of other stuff before you can actually get metal tools, because you can't make a stone pickaxe. It just doesn't make sense in real life. So here we go. We're going to collect some more stone and some sticks. Now you saw I picked up that one stick. You can find them under trees or near the water. Other main source is actually the trees themselves. So we got this tree. We got its branches. We break branches and we get saplings and sticks. Just keep going, getting lots and lots of sticks, because you're gonna need them for a while. Because they're gonna be our torches, they're gonna be our handles for our tools, and we're gonna need them for a few other things, but mainly tools, and we're gonna use lots of tools because they're stone tools. Okay, so speaking of tools, here we go. How do you make stone tools? You don't use them with this because we got a 2x2 grid, so you have to nap. And napping just requires 2 stones of the same type, and you right click anywhere, it doesn't have to be on the ground, and you just take off chunks. This is roughly a 5x5 grid. So for an axe we're going to do this. You're going to take out this corner, this corner, this corner, and this corner. And then these you're going to go a little farther. You're going to take out these, so it's one big one, and then you're just going to take out these. There you go. I got a stone axe. Now I don't know why. There we go. I got that stone. So I'm going to click on the sky, just demonstrate. And it takes up 1 stone, so if you mess up you're going to still lose that stone, so be careful. We're also going to need a shovel. We're going to take off all one side, all of another side, and then just this and this. Kind of looks like a shovel head. There we go. We're also going to need knives. Go right down the middle. Kind of have to be careful and judge. There you go. And you can actually get 2 knives out of 1 stone. So we take off this and this, and there we go. You got a stone. Now all you have to do is put handles on them. Put your sticks up here. Put your tools. Boom, we got an axe. Boom, we got a shovel. Boom, we got some knives. Now knives are not very good weapons. Axe is about their best weapon right now. It does 60 attack compared to 40. The other weapon we can do is this. It's a javelin. So just like the axe, we take out this corner like so. Take out this corner like so. And we take out this corner like so. We've got a javelin stone head. Same thing. Put that on a stick. And there we go. We got a weapon. Now I recommend not trying to engage in stuff. Use it only for hunting in the beginning, because they are stone weapons. They do not do very much damage. They do in fact hardly any damage to mobs. And you'll probably have to use like 2 axes on 1 zombie, which isn't very effective. Because health is another problem. Health doesn't regenerate as fast as normal Minecraft. So you don't think you're invincible when you're running around trying to fight zombies and skeletons and creepers and endermen and spiders, because they're all still in this game. Gotta have something to fight, right? So there we go. We're gonna chop down this tree, and it's kinda got a tree capitator installed in this mod. Takes down the whole tree, which is nice, because some of these trees are really cool. There's so many types of trees. Same with stone and plants. So this is a bunch of pine trees, so that's cool. Let's get some more sticks, and let's do some exploring before the night comes, because we're going to want to shelter, and we're going to want to do stuff in the middle of the night to keep us busy. We're going to be waiting it out, because unlike regular Minecraft, we can't just go mining to keep us busy, you know? We kind of got to hide in a little hovel or something that we make, and keep busy. Busy, busy, busy. So here you go. Got our axe. Chop down another tree, and this should be good for a while. For our first night, we shouldn't need too much wood, because we won't have much food, probably. And there you go. So yeah, if you want to replant trees, so say you go out exploring, and you find this really nice big tree, and you're thinking, wow, if I could plant those near my house, I wouldn't have to chop down so many trees. Well, just remember, you have to punch the leaves and try to get some saplings before you cut it down. Okay, so here we go. We got stuff. Now we're going to want some clay for tonight. To find clay, you don't have to look in the water all the time. You can actually find it lots of times on the surface. All you have to do is wander around and look for this. These special goldenrod flowers. They grow on top of clay seams. And this is a clay. So here we go. We're going to take our shovel. It's very useful. It's better than punching. We're going to dig out some of this clay. There we go, like so. And we're going to use that later, but we actually might come back and use this for our first hovel. Because it is clay, it does some cool effects, which I'm going to explain right after this. So we got grass. You can't punch grass to get seeds. It doesn't do anything besides break it. So if you have a knife in your hand though, you cut it and it gets straw. Straw has a few uses. One is for making thatch, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. And the other is for mainly making kilns, which we'll use with the clay to make a lot of useful stuff. So there you go, you got some straw. Now if you put it in a 2x2 grid, get thatch. Now thatch is cool in that you can build it for walls or for a roof. And mainly I use it for roofs because it's a little easier than using lots and lots of wood, and because it defies gravity. And you're thinking, well, a lot of stuff defies gravity. It's Minecraft, Cole. That's true, but not in TerraFirmaCraft. So here we go. Take this. Right, bam. There's nothing holding that up. Let's say we take this same piece of dirt and we stick it, say, over here on top of this other piece of dirt to make it like a dirt wall. And it don't work because there's gravity. If certain things aren't supported on 3 sides, they fall apart. So be careful when mining and digging and building, because if you're not careful, the whole thing can come down on you and suffocate you. Okay. Some more rocks. Could always use rocks. There we go. You also get rocks when you eventually start mining. When you break stone, it doesn't turn into cobblestone. It in fact turns into rocks. Which makes sense. Okay, so we got that. Let's try to find some food. And food now. I mentioned the seeds. That's because stuff grows in the wild. And if you find stuff in the wild, like this over here, you can use it and bring it to yourself, actually. So this is a fruit tree. Let's get rid of some limbs. And you can tell it's a fruit tree because it's different from other trees. Oop. And that it's got a very skinny trunk, and it got these weird branches, and it only grows so many leaves on it. So what you can do is you should leave this alone, and it will produce flowers at some point in the year, and then those flowers will eventually turn into fruit, and you can pick it and eat it. And after it's picked, and you know it's done, you can transplant it by breaking off these branches, and there's a chance of them spawning a fruit tree sapling. So leave that up, don't hit the trunk at all. Leave this tree alone, and just go after those little X's. They will regrow, and you can get more from that one single tree. So that's pretty cool. Now it's getting dark, so we better get back home. We've got our clay, we've got wood. Let's dig out this little bit more. I'm gonna dig down and leave this because it defies gravity. We're going to use that as a roof kind of. There we go. Dig out some more clay, make some more room for us. A tight fit in here, but we should be okay. Actually, I'm gonna put this dirt back down. We don't need it that tall. And there we go. And we're gonna put down some more thatch to block off the entrance because there's still monsters and we don't want them coming in our house at all. They don't pay rent. They don't help. Okay, so there we go. Let's go make this a little bit bigger. So, and we're gonna make a campfire. Handily enough, we got a piece of stone right there where we're gonna make it. So to make a campfire, you need sticks. Take sticks and you make them diagonally, and you got a fire starter. Let's put this up here, and you take the other sticks. Now you're gonna need 3 sticks to make a campfire. The campfire will stay, it will not disappear after it's done. You can relight it afterwards, but here we go. Take sticks, you throw 3 on the ground, and they bunch up like so. You get your fire starter, and you right click on the square they're floating on, and bam! We got lucky there, took 1 hit, sometimes it takes more. We got fire. We throw some wood in here like so, and it will keep it burning. You throw stuff in here to cook or burn, and it will make stuff. Like right now we're putting in a stick. It's getting lit and it became 2 torches. Very handy. You can cook food in here as well. It takes some time. The hotter this is, the quicker it will burn. Certain woods burn hotter than other woods. Some burn longer, some burn shorter. You can only cook 1 thing at a time. But this will be a basic source of cooking food and making torches for a while, and a couple other things, but that's about it. Actually, no, they changed it. Sorry. You can only cook food and make torches in this right now. They have this other process, which I'm going to show right now. Okay. I'm going to use up this fuel. Might as well use it while we got here. I can always get more sticks. It's a little easier to do it now and get rid of all these sticks and get a bunch of torches made. Well, it's handy, because see, our fire's already dying. Dying very quickly, in fact. Oh, it's not hot enough to actually burn this, so we're gonna put that back down there, put our torches. There we go. Dynamic lighting, gotta love it. We're gonna put a couple out here, mark that we have a hovel here. Now, I'm gonna dig out a little bit more. I'm gonna dig a 1 deep hole, just this one, and we're gonna do some stuff with this clay that I picked. Now you need 5 clay. Rocks you just need 2, but 5 clay you need 5 for this. You're making molds. So you right click just like this, you get another grid, it's basically 5 by 5. And you make stuff. So we're gonna make this. Take out the corners, and you get a clay vessel. Okay? And you lose 5 clay. Same thing, if you're not careful, you will lose the 5 clay and you have to get more. Another thing we're gonna make is a jug for water. So just like the axe, we're gonna take out these corners, and this one, and this one, and this one. There we go, we got clay jug. This will be handy for when we're exploring and stuff, because thirst is a big part of this. I should mention that. So the red bar on the left, above my hotbar, is our health, full health. The blue one on the right is our thirst. Once that gets down to the last 2 or 1, we start getting really slow. So you can't run, and you're really slow, so you don't want to be caught outside with monsters coming at you. The green one is our hunger. Don't worry, hunger, you can't starve. So don't worry about your health, but you want to keep that full so that your health regenerates, because it regenerates a lot slower than normal Minecraft. So you can kiln. We're making a kiln to cook this, so we're gonna cook 4 items at a time. So we're gonna fill up the last 2 with these. We don't really need them for now, but it's just to fill up and give you another recipe. It's a clay mold. You'll need lots of those later on. So I'm gonna shift, right click again, pop those down there. I'm gonna get a straw, and you just right click. There you go. It takes 8 straw. Now you take your wood, and you right click. Oops, you don't throw it in there. You just right click, and it stacks it on top as well. So you got a perfect 1 hole completely filled with all this stuff. Now we get our fire starter again. Keep a little distance, because it will burn you once it catches fire. And come on, there we go. It's lit. Be careful also if there's anything flammable near it, like wood, logs. Thatch, I believe, is also flammable, but only from fire. Torches, it's fine. It will catch on fire and burn your house down. So very careful of that. Now this is going to take all those clay items and turn them into ceramic items so that we can actually use them. It's going to take about half a day, so that's probably going to burn until morning, which will be for a while. So yeah, let me see. I think that's about it for now. How much time do we have? We have, oh, plenty of time. I guess I'll talk about some other stuff while we're here, and we're not in danger, and we're not gonna get sidetracked. So let's talk about food. Water, easy come by. You can sit in water, drink it, and you're good. Now food, on the other hand, is different. Like I showed you, we have that apple tree, but that only grows certain times of the year. And there's also wild crops. So instead of getting seeds from grass, you find these wild crops. You can pick them to get food. And if you pick them when they're ripe, you get the food and the seeds. Whereas if you pick them when they're just barely ready or not ready yet, you only get the seeds. And then you can take said seeds and grow your own crops later wherever you want once you get a house settled and everything. Certain crops you'll need for certain things. Animals, you need to breed them. Instead of with wheat, you can use grains. There's like 4 or 5 types of grain. You'll probably find some of those. They're pretty common. There's fruits, vegetables. Oh, speaking of which, we got this. You got a dietary supplement. So this was probably full on day 1. Now it's all low. So eventually when we eat some fruit, we'll be able to fill this back up. Vegetables fills that back up. Grain, protein, dairy. I have no idea what the effects are if they're negative. Here's our calendar to show us what month it is and what day of the week. That's pretty cool. We have skills. I have no idea what they affect, but it shows us what we've been up to. And then here's our inventory. So yeah, there's farming in the times. Now the times I mentioned with the crops, it also affects your regular crops. So not like Minecraft where nothing happens. In this one, there's actual calendar year. So that means certain things will happen. When it starts becoming winter, your crops won't grow as fast. And that when it gets to a certain ambient temperature, which doesn't affect the player right now, your crops will actually stop growing or actually pop out of the ground. So you gotta be careful there. And the water will freeze. It'll turn into giant ice blocks. So that's pretty cool. Doesn't affect the animals so much, but that's possibly gonna change later on. Might as well talk about the animals real quick. Animals, there's tons of animals. There's Minecraft animals, of course, and then there's extra ones. There's pheasants, bears, and let's see, what is it? Pheasants, bears, oh, a deer. You can kill them. Some drop food, some don't. Bears don't drop any meat, I don't believe. Oh, there's horses in here, of course. You can tame those still. But you can't ride them unless you have rope, which is another big project. Animals, really quickly, come in two forms, males and females. In order to have babies, you have to have a male and a female, of course. And you have to use certain foods on them, like grains, and you can breed them. But the breeding isn't instant like normal Minecraft. It takes, like, I want to say 3 months for them to actually produce offspring. So keep that in mind, that if you find some cows, don't just start slaughtering them, because they may be the only cows within 100 meters of you. Well, there's also squid. If you find squid, though, they're renewable, they respawn. Speaking of which, there's a deer right there. But they only spawn in oceans. And of course, you can always fish for food as well. So here we go. Got a new day. A new start for gathering supplies. So I'm going to end the video here, and I will see you guys in the next vid when we go exploring around that giant rock. So see you later.